Welcome to Comfy Havoc number 2. I'm going to go live on Facebook in a second, but I want to type in the title, another actor, another sexual harassment thing. That's what this is. Okay, people for Facebook. I'm also on Comfy Havoc number 2, so look probably brighter than I do on Comfy Havoc number 2. Lighting's kind of fracked up. So, here we go again. Another actor who's actually a man playing a woman, or a cross-dresser, or whatever it is in his new show. I think he's actually playing a woman. I'm not going to swear to it, but he's pulling a Tootsie. I just found out on the Today Show. I can't remember his name, but he's being sexually harassed or whatever the hell it is on his shows on Netflix. He's often seen in a dress or a scene to be made up as a woman. He's like the white Medea. Not that race is important, but alright. So Charlie Rose, Harvey Weinstein, Matt Lauer, and a shitload of others. You know, I don't know what in the hell is going on, but as I said before, I'm gonna say this again. I'm getting more and more afraid to even look or talk to women now, due to this overwhelming, um, overwhelming events of all this stuff. Let me cut this thing off. About out. I'm like shocked, stunned, and amazed at the one that they just like pulled up. I don't remember his name. But anyway, whatever show he's on is on Netflix. And I'm sitting here and it's the same thing like what they did with Kevin Spacey about like they're not going to cancel the show, but they're going to put somebody else in his place. Because I didn't really watch House of Cards, but I know that, I'm up to speed on them, right, replacing him or writing him off or whatever. And I'm like, okay. First off, I didn't know Kevin Spacey was openly gay. Alright? I don't have a problem with that. I respect gay people because they have hard lives. Believe me, as hard as it is to be a straight man, it's probably twice as hard to be a gay man or a transgender person. And I respect y'all, and more power to you. If that's the life you want to live, you have my prayers, and I got your back. Outside of that, that's where it ends. But I'm sitting here and I'm like, how many more of these allegations are going to come out? And who's next? And hopefully it's not me. But, because I'm an independent filmmaker, and I try to treat my people with the utmost respect, and especially since I can hardly ever get women to work with me anyway. That's the last thing I need, is to have a woman say that I'm doing something that I'm not doing. So where do we draw the line? I said this before, I'll say it again. Where do we draw the line? Is this like the new passing thing? Is this gonna be the thing of all things? Gonna be like, all right, well, we got this person on the left side, this person on the right side, all of them being harassed, and then all of the reports are just like exploding. It's like sexual harassment bomb has gone off, and actors out of the woodwork are being charged with sexual harassment. And I'm like, well, damn. I know that Rose McGowan got the Me Too movement to like just explode, and all the other women are just popping out. And I know that a lot of fear keeps people from coming forward, but I don't know like the laws of statute of limitation and all that crap. I'm not that deep into the law anymore, but what the hell is safety parameters? Are there any safety parameters? I mean, you're gonna have TV shows that won't have kissing and stuff in it because that actor is probably gonna be afraid to kiss his co-star or her co-star, or if it's a gay co-star, be like, nah, I'm not kissing this person because they're gonna get me for sexual harassment. Because some actors are gay and they play straight, and some actors are straight and they play gay. So there is a big clusterfuck. So when the hell do we have a cutoff point? Now I'm not trying to countermand any of these movements. Not Black Lives Matters, not Me Too, not state stopping whatever the hell it is, the Time's Up thing. I don't know. I'm not that deep into this shit. I'm more into more economically social issues like the Standing Rock pipeline, like the pipeline that's about to come through Virginia. Shit that's gonna affect the economy, not just like financially, but the people and where they live. You're forcing people's homes to be disrupted and shit like that over money that they're not gonna get because they're gonna be mandatedly forced to not have shit cut through their yard because they have no say in it. Because people who have money get to pretty much do what the fuck they want, and they usually use their money for evil purposes. And so, like this whole thing, all right, this has been one Scud missile that has just hit everybody in the face, all right. And I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, when does it end? You can't turn on a newspaper. Turn on a newspaper. You can't turn the pages of a newspaper without some actor being accused of sexual harassment. You can't come on the TV without some actor being accused of sexual harassment. You can't come on social media, which this is, without someone being accused of sexual harassment. Now, the problem is, how many of these claims is legit? Because, I mean, goddamn, y'all seen all the women that Bill Cosby done doped up and had sex with. I'm sorry. That's what he's allegedly done. But, and it's just like, I was worried about Lonnie Love losing her job on The Real because of the thing that I read over the weekend, and she confirmed that yesterday that shit was all bullshit. But, the whole thing is, as an independent filmmaker trying to break into this business, I might be thinking about like not breaking into this business because of the simple fact, one, I'm 44 and I haven't caught a break yet, and two, okay, most stories in films revolve around a lot of shit, and somewhere in that shit there's a love story. So if I'm making a movie and it involves me kissing my co-star and she's totally not down because I'm ugly, I get that, but that's your job. So how does it go from being your job to sexual harassment? There are a lot of actors and actresses that will tell you, all right, look, first there's camera tricks. There's camera tricks to place the camera behind the head and we just lean in. We never physically have to touch. All right? And that's cool. I'm okay with that because that way my lips don't touch her lips and she can't say that I kissed her or I touched her. That way she can't say anything. And the thing with acting, here's the thing. If you're not really a touchy-feely person, the job's probably not for you. All right? I'm only saying that not to be derivative about shit, but most of the time, if you honestly sit there and watch acting, and the scenes they get intense, not the like fist fighting scenes, but like the makeout scenes and shit. You literally do have to be touched. You have to have um, physical contact with your co-star, whether it's male or female. If you're a gay man and you're making out with a straight woman, you know, I'm pretty sure that she knows that you're gay, so she's not gonna like get you for harassment. Now, let's say the script is reversing. You're a straight man and she's a gay woman. Well, we're men, and all men deep down really love lesbians because we're secretly lesbians. But anyway, that being said, all jokes aside, you being an actress, whatever you do when the set is closed is on you. That's your personal time. But while you're on scene and you have a kissing scene with a straight man and you're a lesbian, it's gonna happen whether you like it or not because the directors and the producers and the executive producers and the motherfuckers that write your check say that's the scene they want and that's the scene you're going to give them. No, it's not slavery, it's acting. And if the script calls for you to kiss or make out with your movie husband or TV husband or whatever, you're going to do that because you're getting paid and you enjoy your job. But when does enjoying your job become sexual harassment? So I guess if I ever get on a TV show, Days of Our Lives, I need a job. Anyway, if I ever get on a TV show, I want to know the rules, because I'm like, I've been working at getting into this business since the year 2000. So I've been stabbing at this shit for 18 years. I haven't caught but one break, and that one break went to south because the people that were going to make the film couldn't get along. Alright? I can't remember your names, but I know it was happening. I was going to be the bad guy. I had to learn Rey Mysterio's 619, and I did a good interview, and it gave me the part, and then the movie got canceled. Alright? So that's that. Now, as far as my own films, you can find them on YouTube. You know, I'm not like super important because no one's really checking out my shit except for my 37 followers. So thank you. But for real, you know, when do we draw the line as entertainers? When do we draw the line? When do we know what is harassment and what is not? And I got a golden rule, you know, because I don't know if my career is ever going to take off, if I'm ever going to get a chance, but I have a golden rule working with chicks because, you know, in certain countries, nudity is expected. All right, not so much in America unless you're doing like a cinematic softcore porn movie or whatever, which I'm down with. I need a job, but you know, and there's not that many people of color in them, and so again, cinematics, I need a job. Like I sell myself there, but anyway, the whole thing is that you know, contact is gonna happen. And my golden rule working with chicks, especially like if I have to do a nude scene, because I'm totally down with that. As long as she's down with it, as long as she's comfortable. The first thing that I would say for us entertainers, and we have to do a nude scene, is look first before we do anything. Me, the woman, and the director are all gonna have a conversation. All right. There doesn't need to be but maybe one or two cameramen in the room, or you can put the camera on the crane and then just like let it do its job, and then the director, me, and the woman can be in there. And two, if she's not comfortable at any time while filming, it has to stop. And three, there needs to be an ice pack because I don't have DC. You guys can figure that out if you're grown. DC. That there should tell you DC. Anyway, moving on. For Comfort Havoc 2, I will explain that later. But, you know, as I'm about to bring this to an end on Facebook, we don't know as male actors what the company line is on what is harassment and what is actually acting. So here's the thing. The script says I'm supposed to cup her breasts, and she's not comfortable with that. She needs to tell the director and the executive producer and the assholes that's writing our checks that I'm not comfortable with him grabbing me in a sexual manner. I, on the other hand, as an actor and as a fellow human being, need to respect that decision and tell the director, hey, she's not comfortable. We're not doing that. And it's just that damn simple. She's not comfortable, and I'm not going to be Harvey Weinstein. One, I'm never going to have that much money. And two, I'm not stupid. So I'm not going to be putting her in a position because if I was a chick, I wouldn't want to be in that position. A woman's body is a lot more delicate than a man, depending on the chick and the comfortability level. Hopefully, I said that right. Because some people just are not comfortable with being touched. All right. I myself, depending on the person, I'm not comfortable being touched by another dude. I'm okay with being comfortable being touched with a chick. I'm not okay being comfortable being touched with another dude. Again, to all warning to the actresses or chicks that I'm working with, I don't really have a lot of DC. So therefore, there will be no sex scenes without proper conversation, without proper preparation, without at least the director and the cameraman in the room. And she is number one rule. She has to be comfortable because you know I did a photo shot for the college that I'm attending at Piedmont, and I was so worried about the two chicks that I was with, Sarah and Maddie's comfortability, that I fucked up my shit. All right, so I'm probably not even gonna be in the catalog. I'm probably not gonna be seen or anything because I was so scared about the Me Too movement and harassment that I couldn't do what I was told. And honestly, to Sarah and Maddie, I apologize for that because I was scared that I would be breaking your comfort zone. And as a man, that morning I had just seen some shit about an actor or an actress or somebody filing some stuff with Me Too, and I'm like, you know what? I'm my brain was everywhere except for in the shot. So I was thinking about Me Too. I was thinking about Time's Up. I was thinking about sexual harassment. I was like, I'm supposed to be taking shots with these two beautiful women, and yeah, they were white women, so that even made it worse for me because that made me more nervous because they were very, very beautiful white women. And I'm like, not only that, they're also in their 20s. So me being in my 40s, I should have been grown enough to be comfortable, but I was so worried about making them uncomfortable. I was worried about my breath. I was worried about everything. And then I was thinking, he wants me to lean in. If I get too close to this woman, will she be comfortable with me leaning in on her? And Maddie was cool as shit. And Sarah was cool as shit. Sarah's engaged, by the way, and Maddie's very, very young. And they're very beautiful white women. And I was like, this could go south really fucking bad in a hurry. That's my alarm clock. There's no class today. But, that being said, I'm like, and if they're watching Sarah and Maddie again, I do apologize. But I'm sitting there, I'm like, I don't want to fuck this up. And lo and behold, I fucked up. And they said I did good, but I'm pretty sure I fucked up. You can feel when you fuck up. All right, if you can't feel when you fuck up, you don't have a whole lot of awareness of self. But I'm pretty sure I fucked up. And if I get in the catalog, if I don't, damn. But it's the Me Too movement. Which also, if I don't get in, I probably should get a lawyer and probably sue the Me Too movement. It's like, because as a decent person, or at least I try to be a decent person. We all know that I'm the bad guy playing the good guy, but even the bad guy has to have manners. But I'm sitting there and I'm like, if I get too close to this young lady, will she be comfortable enough to let this happen in either young lady's case? And I'm not trying to not do my best performance. I'm not trying to not act like an actor should act. You should be 1,000% professional in all your ventures when you're doing acting. You should be at your best behavior. You should be on point. You should be able to do your job and not feel that it's a threatening manner. You should not feel that your behavior is going to be questionable. Your job is to sell this film. Your job is to get in there and your enemy comes out with, I've come a long way to kill you. It's a damn shame you're gonna die. And your line is, I'm not the one that's gonna die. You're gonna die. You gotta have that professional mentality. But you can't have that professional mentality if you're fucking shaking in your boots because he wanted me to put my arm around the girl and all this other shit. And the Me Too movement just kept blinking in my head. You're gonna go to jail for harassment. You don't have any money, but this chick's gonna take you in for harassment. It's just blinking in my head, and I'm thinking to myself, this is a young white lady who's 20 years old. I put my hands around her, and she's not comfortable. God only knows how this is gonna work out, and that's how my head was going. 1,000 thoughts a minute were going through my head about what this girl was gonna feel with me touching her or leaning in too close. Everybody has their personal space. When it comes to women, I don't have any personal spaces as long as they're consenting adults. But when it comes to me, I want them to be comfortable because, like I said, I'm not exactly a pretty man. I'm probably the ugliest man on the planet. But at the same fucking time, I don't want to get over somebody else's boundary line. Because as a martial artist, we're taught to be calm during combat. Because if you're calm and you're thinking, you most likely will survive the combat. Where if you're just panicking and adrenaline-filled panic is not a good thing. Adrenaline-filled calm is a great thing. But when it comes to making films and shit, the scenes get you excited. So you want to be on the right page. And with your co-stars, you need to be on the right page so that no one fucking gets hurt. Alright? Now, here's the thing. We as people have to figure out how we will establish this stuff without doing really bad stuff. And when you're in a scene with someone, we didn't even really have time to get to know each other. We had prep time to know what day we were shooting. That's pretty much where the prep time went. So, as an independent filmmaker, when I make films, our first day of filming is basically get to know each other, film shot, and if everybody is okay, we'll start filming then. But before we film, at least an hour we take to talk so that we can get each other to know, all right, well, this is what the scene involves, who's okay with this, who's not. And most of the people that I work with, CLS, Diz, they're brothers, and I've basically helped bring them up as children. So, God, I'm old. But, and that was a shout out, by the way. And when we brought in Tay and we brought in Courtney, they all worked well together. Fight scenes worked well together. We did everything on a timely basis, trying to get everybody's schedule and stuff straight. And the thing with that is that it worked out really fucking well. The problem is that, my shit got stolen. But the main problem is that, we didn't have any chicks in there, so we didn't have any harassment problems because everybody in the scene's straight. The chicks that were in the film, they just walked through our scene. So, you walk through our scene. That's pretty much it. You're in the film. Whether you like it or not, you're in the film. I needed fillers. Your ass cheeks were there. So that covers that. Now, if you want to say harassment on that, that's fine. But public park, and you can film in parks. You don't have to have permission. But you probably don't want to film in parks where people have heavy traffic, and that's kind of what happened. And whoever you are, like running and jogging, I wasn't behind the camera, but thank you because you're in the film, well, the episodes or whatever. And you know, my whole thing is that sooner or later you have to have a good establishment with what you do. And if you have a good rapport with your actors or actresses, it's less uncomfortable. You know, I didn't really get to know Maddie and Sarah, so that made me a little nervous too. And like I said, with that Me Too movement stuff, and with every actor you turn around and look at, somebody's being accused of sexual harassment, you're like, okay, well, who the fuck's not being accused of sexual harassment? I'm actually looking forward to seeing how many people are not being accused of sexual harassment. This newest development has only messed me up because I'll tell you, to be honest, the whole Matt Lauer thing was a smack in the face because I really looked up to Matt Lauer. The whole Charlie Rose thing, he didn't pass off as a creep on TV, but we're on TV. Here's the thing you have to understand about the entertainment business. We are professionally trained to act like we have some kind of knowledge and common sense while we're on TV. Now, outside of TV, when those doors close, we might be the biggest freaks on the goddamn planet. But there is a limit to your freakship, and you should probably know it. When you're on the job, just because you have a prominent position of power does not mean that you should probably abuse your power. You should probably be more willing to do the right thing towards do the wrong thing. And a lot of people don't know how to do that. So I'm going to end this really quickly. For those on Facebook, I'm going to end this because, like I said, it's maybe like 3 people following me. It's like really early in the morning. But for those on Facebook, you know, harassment is a serious thing. Alright? It can be against you damn near for the rest of your life because of some events in my life, and someone who I was trying to win back decided to press harassment charges on me. They weren't sexual harassment charges, they were just harassment charges. I would love for her not to come back and bite me in the ass later when if my career actually does take off, and that's the last thing I need because it's on court record. So I'm gonna go ahead and say it out first. Yeah, I have some harassment charges. They're not sexual harassment, but at the time, I was actually trying to win the love of my life back. Epic fail, yes. Here's the difference, though. You only got to get me in court one time, and you will never see my ass again. That much I can promise you. But that being said, there are more than one type of harassment, and technically trying to win back the love of your life should not be considered harassment. But as the judge said, you're just going to have to love her from afar. No problem. Anyway, that being said, the difference between that is that I actually only wanted to be with that one person for the rest of my life rather than try to chase down every skirt that I could find in a thong. That doesn't work for me. I'm a relationship kind of guy. I would prefer to be with one woman, but sometimes men, we don't think with the right head. And that whole harassment thing with my person that I wanted to win back, that wasn't my head thinking. That was all this. I have learned since then to not follow my heart and to use my fucking brain. That being said, for you people on Facebook, please use your brain, and thank you for tuning in. Now, for everyone here on YouTube, because I'm gonna go ahead and what the hell she had to say. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this video here with this. As an actor, as an independent filmmaker, and the only women that's ever been in my film, there's been 3 women in 2 films. Okay, no, there's been 5 women in 2 films together total. The Bowie sisters, we didn't do any sexual harassment with them. They had 1 fight scene with Josh, and they had 1 fight scene with Lewis. I wanted to do more, but they had a hard schedule for their college students, and thank you, Miss Bowie's. the Bowie sisters. I'm pretty sure they're probably happily married now with children, which is awesome. I don't know because you lose contact with people when you're in the independent film business, which I have epically failed at trying to enter. When you're in movies that involve you and women, you have to make sure that they're comfortable because women are a little bit more sensitive than men, and that is not always the truth. Sometimes us men are overly sensitive too. And when it comes to acting and performing, basically all actors and performers of any kind are overly sensitive people. All right, I'm overly sensitive because it's passion. All right, just straight up passion. For my ladies in Dragon's Breath, I think it was Dragon's Breath. So I had four ladies in there, I believe, because I played a fella named Coey, and I wrote it. We filmed at my job, and we got some stuff done, but we didn't get what I wanted done to be done. And the thing with that is that this is before the Me Too movement. This is when I thought I would actually have a chance. This is when I made this movie thinking, okay, so what do I do to get it out? When you're making films, you're taking a chance. All right, let's just put that out there. When you make films, you're taking a hell of a chance, and the chance is that someone's going to see you and like what you do, and just as many people who are going to like what you do are going to hate what you do. That being the case, you need to be prepared for that because you just don't know how people are going to receive you. And if people don't receive you properly, then you may not have a career. Like me, I don't have a career. I'm fighting to get a career. I'm also fighting to be in school because you have to have a backup plan. Well, my acting career has not taken off. I need to live, I need to make money, I need to survive, so I'm in college, hopefully getting a career. Now, if everything goes well, I'll have one within the next 2 years, so by the time I'm 47, I'll be great. I'd like to be out of school by the time I'm 47, being I'm 44. And the only thing that would stop me from going to school outside of my Pell Grants not being given is that if by the grace of God, some acting company from whatever country, if it's like China, Japan, or America, who's not giving me a job, I'm taking it. They're like, all right, let's say I'm a big fan of The Walking Dead, so let's say Scott M. Gimble flies me out to Atlanta and say, hey, look, you're not really big, so how would you feel about having an internet series? Done. It's like, am I the star? Do I get to stay? Do I get all the perks of what I would get if I'm on TV? Will I ever cross over? And you're like, nope, but you will have an internet series, and if your series, let's say we're going to film 7 episodes. And it's like, all right, so here's what happens. We're going to film these 7 episodes. You're going to get paid for your time here. We're going to do all the things you need to do. And then you're going to go home and go back to your normal life. Fuck yes. So, Mr. Gimple, and anyone else who's watching this has something to do with Fear the Walking Dead or The Walking Dead, I'll take the job. I need a job. And the thing with a lot of us actors here in Virginia, there's a studio here, but they don't make movies. Now, I don't know why they would even bring a studio here if they just don't want to make movies. And I'm a strong believer that if you're an actor and if you're into making movies, then it shouldn't matter the genre. However, some people don't view the world the way I do it because some people just refuse to live in reality, which is why my black ass isn't working. All right? That being said, you know, I would love to be the king of the internet, especially in the kung fu world, but I got way too much competition with the Dragon Phoenix company. They're awesome. So, but I also don't have money to move to California. So, and I don't want to move to California just to push burgers. I can push burgers right smack dead here in Virginia, since again, there is a studio in Virginia that does just not make movies. And if I had my own money, and if I had my own movie studio money, oh, you better believe every damn month a movie will be done. Period. Not every 6 months. Every month a movie will be done. And that's just the way I roll, because if you're in the business of making movies and you're happy making movies, well, it's not work. No. Now, retake and retake and retake, I can fix that problem by having 4 cameras in 4 different spots, getting the angles, getting the shots. All I need is 4 cameramen, a crew, and a payroll, and a studio to film in, and I'm good to go. Because I already got scripts. Granted, I'm the star of all of them, but I got scripts. Now, I don't have to be the star. I can get someone in who's mixed just like me. It might take a casting call to do it, but I'll probably also have to train them because most of my stuff is martial art based. But that's not a problem because the person who wants to work will work. A person who wants to work and wants to make movies, they will show up every day, every time, on time to get that shit right. And I'm not talking about the brown nosers. I'm talking about motherfuckers that has that fire, that has that passion, that really wants to be there and do this shit for a living for the rest of their life, like what I want. But I also want to make movies so I can teach kung fu for free. I'm definitely not gonna do that on $269 from the army, and it's not even really a disability according to them. So even though they replace one hip and they need to replace the other one, I don't know how much time I have on that. But I want to make movies. Period. I'll make another video about that in a little bit. I'm James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. Be seeing you.